Welcome to the celebrated High Achievers Mentorship Program, CHAMP. We're bringing academic dreams to reality. So in this video, we'll be treating all calculation involving pH. Yes, let's go. Now, what's the meaning of pH? pH means pondus dihydronium. Pondus dihydronium. Yes, is the what? Is the hydrogen ion concentration in one molecule or solution. So these are pH. Yes. So before I launch into the calculation, because there are so many questions that can be asked on pH that are directly not calculation based. Yeah. And if you are watching a video on this channel for the first time, can just do well to click on the subscribe button and follow on every other videos that will be uploaded soonest. Yeah, so this is a pH scale from 1 to 14. This middle is the 7. We call it the neutral. Now at this point, this is what all this place is the acidic region. While from this place to this place is the basic or alkaline medium. Yeah. So let's move on now. Now a pH of 1 is said to be very, very acidic. It's very, very acidic. While a pH of 14 is very basic or very alkaline. So a pH of 14 is more basic than a pH of than a pH of maybe 9. So this place is just slightly alkaline. So your alkalinity decreases as it is coming from here, from this point to this point. Alkalinity is doing what? Is decreasing. Do you get it? So if you have a solution of pH 9 and a solution of pH 13, which one will be more basic? This. Do you get it? We have another solution of pH 8. We have another of pH 11. Which one is more basic? This. So master that. In the similar vein, we have the acidic region. This one is very acidic. If you have a solution of pH 6, this one will be slightly acidic. So the acidity of is in this order. Let me just draw it down here. So acidity is decreasing in this order. Acidity decreases. So between a solution of pH 2 and a solution of pH 6, pH 2 is more acidic. pH 3 and pH 5. pH 3 is more acidic. So let's take care of that. I think we can move on now. Let's just take some basic calculation, some basic questions on that before we finally move into the calculation aspect. Okay, yes, let's move on now as we start with these 3 questions. So you have a question from question 2012, question 19. Which of the following will produce a solution with a pH less than 7? pH less than 7, that means we are looking for an acidic solution. Yeah, so let's check for the acidic solution here. HNO3, that's a strong acid, right? Plus NaOH, a strong base. Strong acid plus strong base will give you a neutral solution. What if you have strong acid and weak base? That will be an acidic solution. What of weak acid, strong base? A basic solution. But strong acid, strong base, weak acid, weak base is a neutral solution. Yes, next question, H2SO4, that's also a strong acid. KOH is also a strong base, neutral solution. Next question, HCl, strong acid. MgOH2, that's weak base. This is acidic solution. So this will definitely have a pH less than Less than 7. So option C is correct. If we try that of D, HNO3, strong acid. KOH, strong base. To still give you neutral. Question 2. Which of the following aqueous solution with the pH values below will liberate hydrogen when it reacts with a metal? Which kind of solution liberates hydrogen? That's what acids. Yes, so they are asking for a pH that is what below 7, an acidic solution. So this is 13, a basic solution. This is 7, a neutral solution. This is 6.5. It is very close to 7, but this is 3.0. So this is the what best answer. Let's go to the last one. The solution with the lowest pH value is what? Yes, just check for everything is HCl. Everything is HCl. So you go for the strongest one. The one that is the one that is stronger will be the what? The one that we have the lowest pH value. So yes, let's check it out. You know that your mole is equals to CV. Let's just take it without conversion. Yes, since they have the same unit. 5 times this 1 over 10. That's what 0.5. 10 times 1 over 10. That's 1. 15 times 1 over 5. This 3. 20 times this 2.5. So this one will have what? The lowest pH value. Why do we pick the one with the highest mole? Because this one is the what? Is the most concentrated. And don't forget that we said from 0 to 7 acidity is what? Decreasing. Acidity is decreasing. Note that all these values, they are not your pH. They are just telling you how concentrated that acid is. How concentrated that acid is. So that's just it. Yeah, so this is the correct answer. Let's take some more questions before we finally start the calculation aspect. Okay, so let's take this last set of questions before we go into pH calculations proper. Yeah, so they said which of the following equimolar solutions we have the highest pH? We have NH4OH, CH3COO, Na, HCl, and NaOH. Which one we have the highest pH? That must be what? A base, highest pH, something greater than 7. Yeah, this is aqueous ammonia, is a weak base. Yes, this is a basic solution. This will be less than 7. This can be correct. So we are left with all these 3 answers. This is a weak base, this is a basic solution, and this is a very strong base. Which one will have the highest pH? The what? The strongest base, the basic solution. So this is correct. Yes, which of the following solutions we have a pH less than 7? A pH less than 7. Just analyze it. This one will give you what? This is a what? A neutral solution, because it is gotten from NaOH and what? H2SO4. So this is neutral. NaCl is also a neutral solution because it is gotten from NaOH and what? HCl. So this is neutral. This is a basic solution because it is gotten from NaOH and what? H2CO3. So this is a strong base and this is a weak acid, so it is basic. But for this you have NH4Cl. So this is aqueous ammonia and what? HCl. So this is a weak base and this is a strong acid. So this is acidic solution. So they said pH less than 7. That's option D. Which of the following solution we have the lowest pH value? Yeah, you have CaCO3, lowest pH value, you have Na2CO3, you have HCl, you have ethanoic acid. The answer is glaring. Yes, lowest pH value is for what? Acidic solution. So the stronger the acid, the lower the pH value. So yes, this is correct. The pH of our 4 solutions, WXYZ, are 4, 6, 8, 10. WXYZ are 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes, they said none of this is acidic. No, that's not correct. The pH of Y is made more acidic by adding water. No, that's not correct. You don't make a solution more acidic by adding water. Besides, Y is even basic. They said Z is the most acidic. Is that correct? Z is basic. It's greater than 7. Yes, W is the what? Is the most acidic. W is the most acidic. There's nothing like X is not neutral. It's not 7. It's not neutral. So this is correct. Yeah, there are some questions where they can ask you that, okay, let me just give the cases of the question without writing it that. Oh, okay, yes, let's take a sample of the question now. Let's say they said there's a pH or a solution of pH 3.4 and let's say water or yes, let's say HCl. HCl, 10 centimeter cube of HCl is added to this. Yes. So a solution of pH 4 of 3.4. Yes. What will be the what will happen to the pH? Will the pH be less than 3.4, or will the pH still be 3.4, or will the pH be greater than 3.4? Yes. So what will be your answer? They added HCl. They added HCl. So HCl is very acidic. So the pH will be less than 3.4. What if what they added was NaOH? So NaOH is very basic. So the pH will rise to be greater than 3.4. So if they add an acidic solution, it will be It will be lesser. If they add a basic solution, it will be It will be greater. Please take note of that. Okay, now let's go into pH calculation. Yeah. So it's very simple. I will just give you the formula that you need. Then you'll be able to solve any question. Yes, so we'll treat all past determined questions on the calculations like we did for the theoretical aspect too. So let's go now. So we have we have pH plus pOH is equals to 14. This is the first formula that you know. So if the pH of a solution is 2, the pOH will be 12. If the pH of a solution is if the pOH of a solution is 11, the pH will be 3. So pH plus pOH is equals to 14. Yes, what's the main formula for pH? pH is the negative logarithm to base 10 of the hydrogen ion concentration. So this is the main formula for pH. Then what's the formula for pOH? Negative logarithm to base 10 of the hydroxide ion concentration. With these four formulas, you'll be able to solve any UTM past questions. Yes, you may need an advanced formula, but you will never see a question on that. At least you'll be able to solve every question. This is another formula though, but you don't need it. Yes, you just need these three. So let me just say it again. pH plus pOH is 14. pH is equals to minus log 10 of H plus. Then pH is equals to minus log 10 of OH minus. Now you may be bothered that we are dealing with log, but in your exam there is nothing like logarithm. So you have to master some log offhand. Yes, it's very simple. I will just give you a sequential arrangement. You don't need to know the exact value, but you'll still be getting all your answers. So let me just write it here. So you have log 2. What's log 2? Log 2 is 0.3. Okay, I will give you a sequential arrangement so that you will always remember. Log 5, log 6, log 7, log 8, log 9. Log 10 is 1, definitely. And you can ask me that what's log 1? What's log 1? Log 1 is 0. Yeah, you know, this is it. Log 10, any number raised to power 0 is 1. So if this 0 comes to the front, so 0 log 10 base 10. So it's 0. Yes, what's log 3? 0.5. We don't need this one actually. Yeah, 0.5. Log 4 is what? 0.6. Just master this. Yes, you'll be able to solve any question using this. So this is what you'll just have to master. Log 5 is what? 0.7. Log 6 is 0.8. Log 7 is 0.85. Log 8 is 0.9. Log 9 is 0.95. You will notice a trend from this place to this place. They are increasing by what? 0.5. From this place to this place, they are increasing by what? By 0.1. But from this place to this place, they are increasing by 0.2. Can you see this one? The first two, the difference between them is 0.2. Then the next three is 0.1. Then the last 4, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So even up to this point, yes, so 0.5. So it's very simple. 0.3, 0. So with this, you should be able to solve any question, as you'll see now. So just follow on. Oh yes, so we have our first set of questions. Yes, before I start the solving, I just want to explain something briefly. Yeah, when you say pH is for what? Is for acids. Yeah, you know that, right? When you are dealing with pOH, is for base. So anytime you see OH, you are dealing with base. You see H, it's acid. Just take care of that. Yeah. mathematical expression of pH is, okay, they said log base 10 of 1 over H3O plus, log base 10 of H3O plus, minus log inverse of H3O plus, and all of that. The last one is OH minus. That can't even be correct. You are dealing with pH here. And you know that this H3O plus is the same thing as your what? H plus. Yes, hydroxonium ion. Arrhenius theory. Yeah. So this place, if you try to write this one, what is the real formula? Minus log base 10 of what? H3O plus or H plus. Anyone. This is the real formula. So this is not correct because it doesn't have minus. Yeah, let's take this one. This one have minus. Exactly. But if you bring this one up, minus log, this one will be what? This base 10 H3O plus raised to power what? When you want to remove the 1 over, it will be what? Minus 1 indices. When this minus 1 comes to the front, it becomes what? Plus log base 10 H3O plus. So this is log base 10 of H3O plus. So it's the same thing as this one. Is also wrong. But if you check option A, you have log base 10 of 1 over H3O plus. So that's the same thing as what? H3O plus raised to power minus 1. Bring it to the front, minus log base 10 of H3O plus. Yeah. So this is correct. This is correct. Yeah. I'm sure you got that. Yeah, next one. Calculate the pH of 0.001 mole per km cubic cell. Yeah, this is the concentration. What's the formula normally? We are dealing with HCl, so it's not pH is equals to minus log base 10 of what? Hydrogen ion concentration. So you are looking for the pH. So pH is equals to minus log base 10 of, what's your hydrogen ion concentration? 0.00001. You get it now? 0.0001. So pH is equals to minus log base 10. This 0.0001, change it to standard form. 1, 2, 3, 4. This 10 raised to power what? Minus 4. So bring it to the front, you are going to have pH is equals to 10 raised to power minus 4. This minus 4 will come to the front, the law of logarithm. You have minus already. Then times what? Minus 1 times your what? Minus 4. I hope you know the reason why I wrote minus 1. I can't just write minus alone. Yeah, it's the same thing. So you have what? Log base 10, then you have 10 remaining. What I've just done is that this minus 4 comes to the front. This is your minus, this is your log 10, then this 10 is here. This 10 is here, log 10 is here. Then this is your minus 4, it comes to the front, and this is your minus. Yeah. So it's technically the same thing. Minus 1 times minus 4, that's what's plus 4. Right? Log base 10 base 10 is what? 1. So your answer is what? 4. So your pH is 4. Yes, it's actually a jam question. I intentionally did not write the options. Yes, so that you can conserve time. Let's move on to the next. What's the pH of 0.001 molar NaOH? Now, I told you already that when you are having NaOH, you are dealing with what? pH. So you are asked to find pH, but what are you going to get first? You are going to get pH because this is a base. So you now use your formula pH plus pOH is equals to 14. So anything you get from your pH, you subtract it from 14 to give you the pH that is asked. So let's get the pH first. So this is the pH. pH is equals to minus log base 10 of the hydroxide ion concentration. pH is equals to minus log base 10. What's your OH minus? Your OH minus is the what? Well, what's the concentration? 0.001. 0.001. Are you getting it now? So pOH is equals to minus log base 10 of what? This is 10 raised to power 1, 2, 3. 10 raised to power minus 3. So pOH is equals to minus, bring your minus 3. Minus 1 times minus 3 log 10. Then this was base 10. Log 10 base 10 we cancel. Minus 1 times minus 3, that's plus 3. 3 log 10 base 10. So they cancel out. So you have what? pOH is what? 3. So what will be your pH? You ask for the pH. So use this formula. pH plus pOH is equals to what? 14. You are looking for your pH. pH plus, what's your pOH? pH is equals to 3 is equals to 14. pH is equals to 14 minus 3. pH is equals to 11. I hope you got it now. So you can pause this and try it again on your own now. So yes, that's just about that. What's the pH of? Yes, we've talked on that pH of 0.01 mole. So I said you can try this two on your own again and see if you can solve it alone. Yes, we have the last question, the next question actually. What's the pH of 2.5 times 10 raised to the power minus 6 mole per NaOH? Yeah, let's go. So we have pH is equals to, you are dealing with, you are asked for your pH, but this is NaOH, so you are going to look for your pH. So what's the formula? Minus log 10 base 10 OH minus. Yes, what's the OH minus? This is the concentration. pH is equals to minus log base 10 2.5 times 10 raised to the power minus 6. Yeah, this is where the thing comes in now. Yes, let's go. pH is equals to, so you try to open the bracket since this one is a number. In the other case, it's just been 0.01, so it's not significant. Like we are having one, yes. So that's why. But here we have a special case. So let's open the bracket. Minus log base 10, right? 2.5 minus, yes, minus log base 10 raised to the power minus 6. So yes, let's finish it up. So we are going to have something like minus this minus log base 10 2.5. These minuses will come to the front, so you are going to have what? Minus times minus 1 times minus 6 log 10 base 10. So this will cancel out. You have minus log base 10 2.5 minus 1 times minus 6, that's what? Plus 6. So you have 6 minus log 2.5. It's the same thing. Base 10 is the same thing as the normal log. What's log 2? Log 2 is 0.3. Log 3 is 0.5. So what will be your log 2.5? That means it will be in between. So your log 2.5 will be what? 0.4. So 6 minus 0.4. So your pH is equals to what? 5.6. Yeah. So what will be your pH? pH plus pOH is equals to what? 14. Your pH is equals to 14 minus your pOH, which is what? 5.6. Your pH is equals to 9.4. All these questions are your past questions. You can check it out. Let me just share the screen again so that you can see how it's been done. Yes, I'll advise you to try it out on your own again. Then you can play it back and see if you can be able to solve it. Oh, okay, yes, let's go to the last set of questions that we have on. Please, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Let's go to the last set of questions that we have on pH. Yeah, in our past questions. Here's the first question now. The pH of the solution of 0.25 mole per dm cube HCl. So HCl, that's dealing with what? pH. So you will get your pH, then you slot it into the formula before you can get your pH. So that's what's minus log 10. Do you understand? So slot it in. What's the hydrogen ion concentration? pH is minus log base 10 of what? 0.25. pH is equals to minus log base 10 of, this one is the same thing as what? 2.5 times 10 raised to the power what? Minus 1. You get it now? So open the bracket. Minus log base 10 2.5. Then this one times you change to plus times minus is still minus log base 10 raised to the power minus 1. Just the normal of logarithm minus log, not even logarithm, mathematics. Yes, this minus 1 will come to the front. Log 10 base 10. So you cancel it out. Minus log base 10 2.5 minus 1 times minus 1, that's a plus 1. So you have 1 minus log base 10 2.5. Yeah, 1 minus, what's log 2.5? We did it the other time. If log 2 is 0.3 and log 3 is 0.5, what would be log 2.5? So it will be in between. So that's what's 0.4. So this is what's 0.6. Yeah. So let's take care of that. So if our pH is 0.6, what will be our pH? pH is equals to 14 minus 0.6. That's what? 13.4. So that's our pH. I think in the last calculation we did, there was a mistake where we have something like 14 minus 5.6. I think it should be 8.4, not 9.4 that was written. Although yes, in the question 2 I should write 2.5 times 10 raised to power minus 5. Meanwhile, I wrote 10 raised to power minus 6. That was why we don't get the 9.4 that was in the option. Yeah. So that's just about that. The workings is correct, but it should be 8.4, not the other way around. Yeah. Let's take one more question. Oh, okay, yes, let's go to the other type of questions they can ask on this topic. Yes, that's where they will give you your pH. Like this next one, they gave you your pH to be 4.4. They now said you should find the hydrogen ion concentration. So pH is equals to minus. It's not hard normally, but because you aren't using calculator, if you aren't advanced, you may not get it. But I will explain now. So you have 4.4 is equals to minus log base 10 H plus. Yes, normally in maths, what should you do? Just this minus will come here first, right? So you have minus 4.4 log. Please just follow through, it's very simple. Yeah, so to eliminate this log, this one will become a base. So this one will be the shift log of minus 4.4 to give you what? H plus. So this is your answer. But you never see this in the option. So how do you get it? The anti-log of the shift log of minus raised to minus 4.4. Yeah. Now how do you do it? This is it. Now what you need actually, you may not even have gone through all these laborious steps. Yeah, you could have just been able to solve it as simply as you can. Yes, what you need is actually 4.4. Let me just give you a cheap let me just chip this in. You may not need the laborious effort actually. If you have to have a calculator, you will just press this in your calculator and you have your answer. But this is jump. You actually do not have this. So I'm coming. So what you just have to do to be very fast is that this 4.4. What will give you 4.4? You know that this 4.4, just get an whole number. What's the next whole number? Call it 5. Are you getting it now? Yes, call it 5. Oh yes, you know the next whole number is 5. So it will be what? 10 raised to power minus 5. Because you know that if you bring it to the front, if you put minus log base 10 raised to power minus 5 in this place, this minus 5 will do what? You come to the front and will produce this 5. Then what can you subtract from this 5? That will give you what? 4.4. That's what? 0.6. Come to this place. What's 0.6? That's what? 4. So what you are going to write is what? 10 raised to power minus 5 times what? Times 0.6 is what? 4. So let's try this out now. Yes. So your answer will be 4 times 10 raised to power minus 5. 4 times 10 raised to power minus 5. If you want to cross check, just put it in minus log base 10 4 times 10 raised to power minus 5. Yeah, so open the bracket, minus log base 10 4, right? Minus log 10 base 10 raised to power minus 5. We have minus log 4, right? Pardon my writing. Then minus 5 will come to the front. That will be plus 5 log base 10 base 10. I hope you know I got that. I've explained minus 1 times minus 5 is plus 5. So this cancel out. What's minus log 4? That's what? Minus 0.6 plus 5. 5 minus 0.6 will give you what? 4.4. So that's a check. Yes. Don't worry, it's not hard. Just look at it again. Now let's practice together. Let's practice together. You see that it's very simple. Let's say you were given 8.5. 8.5. Yeah. What's the next whole number? That's what? 9. So it will be what? 10 raised to power minus 9. Are you following? Times. Now 9 minus 8.5 is what? 0.5. Now check. What will give you 0.5 here? Log 3. So 3 times 10 minus 9 will give you your answer. Let's check. Log 10 3 times 10 raised to power minus 9. So this will be what? It's minus log, the formula. So this is minus log 10 3, then minus base log 10 raised to power minus 9. So you have minus log 3 in base 10 minus 10 raised to power minus 9. When this minus 9 comes to the front, it becomes what? Plus 9 log 10 base 10. Log 10 base 10 cancels out. Yes, what's minus log 3? That's what's minus 0.5. Log 3 is 0.5 plus what? Plus 9. Then what's 9 minus 0.5? That's what? 8.5. That's the 8.5 you have here. Let me give you to try some other more on your own. So we'll be doing it together, so that in case any tough question they want to ask that it's very tricky, you'll still be able to solve it. Yeah, let's say we are given 7.3. Yes, what's the next number? 8. 10 raised to the power minus 8, right? Yes, 8 minus 7.3, that's what? 0.7. What will give you 0.7? That's what? 5. So this is your answer. 5 times 10 raised to the power minus 8. Without solving, yes, if you need to check, just check. Minus log 10, 5 times 10 raised to the power minus 8. Yes, minus log 10 is 5. Then this one will be what? Minus log 10, 10 raised to the power minus 8. Minus log 5 into base 10. This one will come to the front, plus 8 log 10 base 10. Yeah, so we have, what's minus log 5? Minus 0.7 plus 8. 8 minus 0.7, that's what? 7.3. That is if you need to check. Yeah, I hope it's very simple now, so you don't need to stress yourself. Try this one out. Yes, you can just pause it. Yes, what will be the region in your concentration? Yes, let's pick let's pick 9.2. Let's pick 9.2. Yeah, what will be your answer? What's the next number? 10. So that's 10 is to the power minus 10. 10 minus 9.2 is what? Is what? 0.8. Which one will give you 0.8? That's log 7. This is your final answer. So you don't need to solve at all. What if you are given something like this? You are given 6.4. What's the next number? 7. That will give you 10 raised to the power minus 7. 7 minus 6.4 is 0.6. What's 0.6 here? 4. This is your answer. You don't need to solve. So it's very, very, very simple. So I believe solving this next question will be very easy for you. The OH minus concentration in solution of NaOH of pH 10.0 is, so they gave you pH 10. This is just very simple. pH is equals to, okay, yeah, pH is what? 10.0. So they said, and you know that this is what? NaOH. Yes, but it's still simple. So get your pOH. What will be your pOH? pOH is equals to what? 14 minus 10. That's what? 4.0. So the next said, what's the OH minus concentration? pOH is equals to minus log base 10 OH minus, right? So pOH is 4. How do you get it? Yes, you don't need to stress yourself. You aren't using calculator. So what will give you 4.0? That will be what? 10 is to the power minus 4. It's as simple as that. You know, here we don't have any decimal. If you have 4.2 now, we can be saying, what is the next number? 10 is to the power minus 5, right? Times 5 minus 4.2, 0.8. Then you check here, 6. So if this is 4, but this is just 4.0, no possible next number. So you just pick 4 straight. 10 is to the power minus 4. This is perfect. Next one, a sample of orange juice is found to find a pH of 3.8. Yes, 3.8. So if the pH is 3.8, they said what is the concentration of OH minus? So let's get our pOH first. pOH will be what? 10.2. If you subtract it from 14, right? pH and pH must always add up to 14. So let's get it. pOH is equals to minus log base 10 OH minus. You are looking for your OH minus. pOH is 10.2, right? Minus log base 10 OH minus. Yeah. Yes. What to give you 10.2? What's the next possible number? 10 is to the power minus 11. Yes, 11 minus 10.2, that's what? 0.8. Come here, that's what? 6 times 10 is to the power minus 11. It's as simple as that. Next question, this is the last past question that was asked on pH. Which of the following solutions containing hydroxyl ion will liberate hydrogen gas when reacted with magnesium metal? That's what they're asking for an acid. What's the pH of an acid? But all these ones, they are what? They are OH minus. So if this one is OH minus concentration, if the OH minus concentration is 10 is to the power minus 2, OH is 10 is to the power minus 2, what will be your pOH? pOH is what? Minus log base 10. This is just application question. So what will be your pOH now? This 10 is to minus 2 will come to the front. That will be what? 2. If your pOH is 2, what will be your pH? pH will be 12. Can a solution of pH 12 be an acid? No. You have 10 is to the power minus 4. Slot it in. So you have what? Minus 10, 10 is to the power minus 4. So it will come to the front. This one will give you what? 4. If the pOH is 4, the pH will be what? The pH will be 10. Can a solution of pH 10 be acidic? No. Let's go to the next one now. you have 10 raised to power minus 6. In a similar vein, POH will give you what? Will give you 6. pH will give you what? 8. Can a solution of pH 8 be acidic? No. So you have the last one, 10 raised to power minus 12. The pH will give you what? 12. And your pH will be what? 2. So that's an acidic solution. So that has brought us to the end of all calculations in pH and pH. Join us for the next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, give us nice comments and subscribe. Give us the topic that you want us to drop next in the comment box. See you in the next video. Bye.